So, here we are again.
OT Nathan's going to talk about Terrell Owens too.
Terrell Owens claims that he gravitates towards dating white women because black women teased him for being dark skinned.
Hold up. What's that?
Hold on, there's more. Owens shared that he was pushed, notice the word pushed, into the arms of white women by black women who rejected him because of his looks. My first experience with black women growing up wasn't good. When I started dating white girls, my first experience was when I was in college. I tried to date some black girls. When I was in college, they did not like me. I was skinny, I was scrawny, he said.
That that can't be right. They left out everything he said. Everything. Y'all do know this was on Instagram Live. There's a video of him talking about this.
Experiences with black women growing up wasn't so good. When I started dating white girls, my first experience with white girls is when I went to college. I tried to date some black girls when I was in college. They did not like me. I was skinny. I was strong.
Right.
I was teased from high school, even to college. I got teased for being dark skinned.
Damn,
So
they tease you, cuz?
yeah. So there was a lot of self-esteem issues.
Right, right.
No, I'm being dead honest. So when I got my opportunity, when my first experience with a white girl, I'm like, okay, it wasn't bad, but that wasn't. I just totally gravitated to white girls after that.
Right.
That wasn't the situation. Again, my experiences with black women growing up wasn't so good. So, but that still didn't deter me from still dating or pursuing black girls. Right. So my thing now is because I know there's the stigma, the stereotypical of athletes, you know, to go off and make money, this and that, and date the opposite color, opposite race. But for me now, where I am, it's not even about color. It's not even about race. For me, it's about somebody that I have some chemistry with, good energy, and I get a good vibe with. Right. That's where I am. Like I said, we all want somebody that's attractive.
Right.
You know what I mean? Aesthetics going to play a big part in it. Anybody that says, "Oh, well, I don't care what the person looks like," that's a lie. That's a lie. We all want somebody that we can roll over and wake up to. That, you know what I mean? That looks pleasing to the eye. Everybody's experiences have been different. For me, when I grew up, I was in my high school pretty much is 50. I don't know what percentage black, white, but I lived in a black neighborhood. So at the end of the day, I attempted to date black girls. When I was younger, I wasn't as handsome as I am now. I didn't have this beautiful smile as I had as I have now.
You hit puberty.
Right. I was a late bloomer.
Yeah.
And when I bloomed, boy, did I bloom.
There it is. We have to stop doing this. We got to stop letting the media not tell the full conversation or the fucking truth. Because I found that in less than 5 seconds. And I've only seen people talking about this Terrell Owens situation like he said he wouldn't date black girls. Like he didn't say in the video that he never stopped pursuing black women and that he had self-esteem. This is why dark-skinned men don't talk about colorism issues. This is the exact reason why. And we often like to pretend like, again, there's not a cause and effect. If you experience colorism, for some people who experience colorism, that coon chip will have them thinking crazy. That coon chip will drive them into the arms of a non-black woman or black man because they were taught and believed and bought into them being ugly. And it's not hard to believe. If you turn on the TV, it's the same shit they're telling you. If every time I turn around, I was all kinds of black ass Wesley Snipes. And it was never a good thing. It was only ever a good thing for the older women. For kids, for people my age, being a black ass Wesley Snipes was not a good thing. That was not a good thing. And I still to this day feel as though I should have been born. I wish I had been born in the say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud era. Because it felt as though, at least from what I was watching, that being black and dark skinned in that era was a good thing. Whereas when we got to the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, honestly, the 2010s, it was still a problem that you're dark-skinned. I got it all the way up into high school, college. All the way up into college. I graduated 2015, and I was still receiving comments then. And the only reason why I don't honestly probably receive comments now is because I don't hang out with anybody. I stay my black ass in that goddamn house. I hang out with people that I trust, that I know I'm not going to hear fucked up comments from. And then, even then, I still hear comments, but I know it comes from a place of love, opposed to that's how they really truly feel. I dealt with college. I dealt with color. Matter of fact, I had a comment about my son not too long ago, before my second son was born, about the color of his skin. A black woman, now I work with beautiful black women, pointed out my son. My son looks like he looks Puerto Rican. I've been saying this since he was born. He looks Puerto Rican. That's how it goes. She goes, "Your son is so beautiful. How old is he?" I told her the age. Damn. His mom, is his mom black? She asked, is his mom black? But in a way where it's like, you ugly. Ain't no way you got a pretty son, you ugly, and his mom not be black. His mama black. She Creole, from New Orleans. Shit like that shit like that still hurts my feelings. It's the way she said it. And I was like, yeah, she's black. She's from Philly. Her people's from New Orleans. Yeah. Anyway, the whole point of the matter is we gotta stop this. Like, if we want to have true and honest conversation and want to change the way black people interact with each other, we gotta have the conversation about colorism. I've never condoned not liking black women for any fucking reason. But colorism will have you thinking. Dealing with colorism will have you thinking all types of crazy shit. And the world confirms these crazy things. It's other black people confirm these crazy things. And you're just listening to them. And then when you get older, you realize that because you were young. I was lucky enough. I got past it when I was 17 years old. Or I started healing from it when I was 17 years old. Everybody don't get that privilege. I was lucky. There's some people who leave all the way up into Bill Duke will not have kids because of the torture he got from being dark-skinned. So this is somebody who clearly he was interested in having kids and having a family, but because he got tortured so bad for being dark-skinned, he decided not to have kids. Now, which is worse? and both is bad, don't get me wrong. Not have a family so you don't curse your kids with your dark skin, right? Have a family, make sure that they're not dark. And the coon chip will have you both fucking ways. Both ways. So if we want to kill those thinking, period, we have to teach our kids dark skin is beautiful, period. There's no such thing as being too dark. And as long as we ignore the fact that dark-skinned men also went through colorism, and just dark-skinned people go through colorism in general, we just make it seem like it's a personal issue, we will continue to have those issues. If we can't talk about it, then there's no point in talking about it. And then you talk about it, and then what happens, it happens with Terrell Owens, when nobody tells the entire full truth of what he was talking about. Because he said he continued pursuing black women, whereas those headlines made it seem like he don't fuck with black women at all. The man has 2 black kids with a black woman. Not a white woman. He had a white wife for 2 years, but his kids are black. With a black woman. Make it make sense. He just was talking about what made him date white women when he did. And he said he had self-esteem issues, so he admitted it. And that's such a bad thing, bro. That's such a bad thing. I'm not going to blame T. Nathan for that, because I know that a lot of people didn't get the full story, because I looked at all those. There were like 5 or 6 articles, and only 2 of them mentioned the dark skin part or that he had self-esteem issues. The rest of them, the one that T. Nathan read, did not. God damn, bro. Y'all make it so fucking hard to talk. You make it so hard to be vulnerable. Fuck.